Hi there, this is Adrian with ProjectRamos.com and dealsbypr.com. Today we're going to be taking a look at an over-the-ear set of headphones. They're active noise canceling and Bluetooth made by TaoTronics. Before we get into the unboxing, I want to quickly tell you that on this channel we do tech reviews, so if you're new here, consider subscribing. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the unboxing. Alright, let's take a look and see what we have inside. So straight off, what we get here is a little bag with cables in it. Inside the bag we get a headphone extension cable. We also get a USB to micro USB cable. An extended 18-month warranty, or actually a card to be able to add an or extension of 18-month warranty. And the instructions. And let's take a look at the headphones. All right, here they are. They have these nice ear cushions, so this should be very comfortable to wear. You do have the power button here, and it looks like an on and off switch for the noise canceling feature. On the other side we have volume buttons here, and looks like the headband is adjustable on both ends, so that should accommodate different comfortable sizes there. All right, we're gonna go ahead and power these up and test them out and see how they sound. Oh, before we get into that, here's the company logo there, and then on the flip side we've got the same thing, company logo there. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get these powered on, try them on, and see what they sound like. All right, I got to use this headset with different genres of music, and I have to say I'm impressed with the sound that it reproduces. But first, let's talk about the comfort. Now, these cushions here are very soft, so when you're wearing these, they feel very comfortable to the point where I think you can wear these for long extended time and it's not gonna irritate your ears. It does cover your ears very well. They're large enough to where it covers your ears fairly well. And as I said, the cushion makes these very comfortable to wear. Now, as far as audio quality, I first want to give you a little background of myself. Quick background, by no means am I an expert in audio, but just so you know where I'm coming from, I've been DJing for over 20 years, and I've been an audio engineer for the past, I'd say about almost 15 years. I'm not sure the exact math there, but it's been a long time. So one of the things about being an audio engineer and also a DJ is that your ears get very tuned into sound quality. And when it comes to consumer audio devices such as this, these are great for consumer purposes. Now, for professional purposes, we're talking about a whole other set of headphones that are much more expensive. These guys are going for $49.99 on Amazon, so they're definitely targeted for consumers. So for anyone looking for everyday headphones to use and to wear, this is a great set. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the sound quality. So most people kind of zone or base sound quality on how well they can hear the bass or how well the bass is reproduced, especially with people that listen to genres like hip hop and that type of music. You know, bass seems to be something that they judge headsets on. This headset reproduces the low end very well, where you can hear it, you know, and you can get a real good sense of the low end in the music. Now, there's other brands out there that really push the low end really hard, and some people like that. Me personally, I don't like it, especially because when the bass hits, you can literally feel the air moving in and out of the headset, and physically moving in and out of the headset. And that can't be good for you long term. So me personally, I don't like headsets that push that much low end. I'd rather have a headset that reproduces the low end to where it's very audible and you can hear it's there and you can hear what the bass is supposed to sound like, versus just feeling that, you know, that air movement from the bass coming in and out of the headset. With this headset, you're not going to get that air movement going in and out. You're going to hear the low end very well. So it reproduces the low end in a way that it's not going to be felt, but it's going to be heard. And that's really what you want out of a headset. On the high end, it does reproduce a pretty good fair amount of high end, so the music will sound clear. In terms of the balance between the two, it has a very good balance between the low end and the high end. You're going to get a complete sound and reproduction of whatever music you're listening to. I personally listen to some alternative rock and some hip hop, and all of it translated very well in this headset. Now let's go ahead and talk about the noise cancellation feature on this. In comparison to headsets that are upwards in the $200, $300 range, the noise cancellation isn't going to isolate you in these headsets as well as those $300 sets. Personally, I prefer for the headsets not to isolate me to the point where I can't hear anything around me, because when the music is off, that makes you feel kind of like kind of dizzy, kind of throws you off a little bit. So I'd rather hear something going on around me, especially for emergency situations. You want to be able to hear really loud noises in case something's going on. With this headset, the isolation, it does provide isolation to where, let's say you're traveling or you're using these in a noisy area. It is going to isolate you to where you'll hear more of the music than you are, then you're going to be able to hear things outside of the headset. But it's not going to be so much isolation to where when the music shuts off or something really, really loud happens that you're not going to be able to hear that, or it's going to make you feel disoriented or dizzy. So I do like the fact that it doesn't give you complete isolation. It gives you a fair amount of isolation that it will do its job as far as cutting out the outside noise enough to where you can enjoy more of the music than you are the outside noise. Let's see, as far as the hardwired connection here, it's right here at the bottom. I did test this out by hardwiring it into my laptop and playing the same music that I was playing wirelessly over Bluetooth from my phone, and the headset did play louder. So the music is louder when you're playing music when it's hardwired into the headset. And that's going to be true with pretty much anything. Any audio device that is wireless versus hardwired, more than likely when the unit is hardwired, the audio source will come in louder, and that's just the way things work when it's wireless over hardwire. I do want to jump back into the noise cancellation feature. One of the things I did notice when I would turn the noise cancellation on, the music or whatever I was playing would sound more compressed, and it would, on the high end, it would boost a little. I'm not sure what's exactly going on there. When you first do it, if you're listening to a song and you turn it on and while you're listening to the song, you're going to notice it. You're going to notice the difference between the way it sounded with the noise cancellation off and the way it sounds with it on. It's not necessarily like a bad thing, but it's a noticeable difference between the two. And like I said, when the noise cancellation is on, the music sounds a little more compressed, a little more like pushed into the middle, and the high end gets a little boost. It's just something that you'll get used to within a few seconds. So if you're listening to a song, you click that on, you notice the difference, you're like, oh, what happened there? Just give it a few seconds, your ears will adjust, and then everything, you won't notice really the difference in a way where you're gonna be like, nah, I don't like this. But there is a sound difference. So when you turn it off, the music kind of spreads out, kind of sounds more open, and then the high end boost that you heard when it was on will come down a little. So that's just something to note there with that feature. Now, One last thing I want to point out here that I didn't show in the unboxing. At the bottom here is the charging port there, and then an LED indicator light so that when you're in pairing mode, that little light flashes there. And the cool thing about powering this on is that it's audible when it's on. There's a recording that when you turn these on, it'll say that, you know, it'll audibly say that they're on. Now I'm going to try to turn these on here, see if I can capture that on the microphone so you can hear it. And then the same thing, when you turn them off, it'll let you know that they're off. So let's see here. Okay, I'm turning them on.
Power on.
Not sure if you caught that. Power on. Now I'm going to press it again and see if we can get them to turn off.
Power off.
There you go, power off. The manufacturer says that you can get about 24 hours playback before in between charges. I'm not sure, I wasn't able to test that, so that's something that that's yet to be seen. But overall, you know, it's a fairly big headset here, so I wouldn't doubt that the battery does last that long, because there is quite a bit of room here for a large enough battery to allow it to last that long. At $50, I think you're not going to be disappointed. It reproduces sound very well, you know, and it plays back loud enough to where I think they're comfortable. They're comfortable, especially at full volume. They don't distort. I played this headset back with music that is audibly fairly loud music, alternative rock and hip hop. And from the phone through Bluetooth, they didn't distort. Same thing on the laptop. Even though the laptop was able to reproduce the sound louder, it still didn't distort. Okay, that's going to complete my review of the TaoTronics TT-BH047 headset, $49.99 on Amazon. I think it's a definite buy if you're in the market for a wireless headset, Bluetooth headset that won't break the bank. I'm going to have the link in the description below. And of course, as always, don't forget to subscribe, and let me know if you do buy one of these headsets. If you don't mind, let me know in the comments what you think about them. I think it's a definite buy. I think you'll be happy with them. And until the next video, I will see you guys later.